What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, guys and gals. We're back with another video 2 times in a row. Let's get it. This one's gonna be an insane one. I really appreciate all the likes and views that y'all had on the last video, but we're gonna get straight into this video. This one's story time is going to be a doozy. This one's is about the time that I got my heart broken in elementary school. I was crying. I felt really sad. Now you guys are probably gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't feel love." Nah, I felt love, kids. I felt love. This one goes crazy. So let's get right into this. So what happened was, I had two of my friends with me, my best friends at the time. We're gonna call one Matthew and the other one Mason. I had both of them with me, and I made them sing "If I Was Your Man" to another girl. Now, let me give you all a little background information on how this actually went down. So I was only dating this girl for 2 weeks, and I fell in love with her. So I asked her out. She said she'd be mine and everything like that. So after 2 weeks, it was around Valentine's Day actually when I asked her out. So I didn't have any money back then. So I had to ask my mom to actually go out to the store and get me flowers and chocolates. And see, I was not like every little kid back then. Little kids back then, were getting like, okay, we got one little tiny flower and one little tiny chocolate for the girl. No, I had a huge bundle of flowers and a medium-sized chocolate, and I would literally give it to her to actually eat and all that. So I gave it to her, and I was so happy and impressed and all that. And maybe like 2 days after that, right, I'm sitting in band class, just chilling, and playing my instrument. And they did teach band back then in elementary school. So I'm sitting there, and one of my friends I'm talking to says, "Hey, are you dating this girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm dating this girl." And they're like, "Well, she's cheating on you." And I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" "No, she's not." He like, "Yeah, she is." And so I turn around, and she's behind me, right? Because he told me to look around. I'm like, okay, I turn around, and she talking to the other nigga in band class. And I'm like, what the hell? I turn around, and I ask her, I'm like, "Hey, you good?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm good." And I'm like, "You talking to him?" I said, "Are you dating him?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm actually dating both of y'all." And when she said that, my heart shattered. I'm not gonna lie, my heart shattered. I was filled with like sadness. I've never felt so much sadness in my life when I was in elementary school. I was like, so I literally picked up all my band equipment, put it back in my you talk about my little briefcase, put it back in, and walked out the classroom. And I'm little back then. I had my teacher. My teacher ran after me, and he was like, "Yo, Fred, where are you going?" And I'm like, "I'm done, just emotional today. I can't do it and all this stuff." And she's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm just not trying to explain it to him. And he's like, "I can't let you leave, because, you're in elementary school. Can't let you leave." And I'm like, okay, so I got to come back in the classroom. So I come back in the classroom, and I'm sitting there, and everybody's playing their band instruments. And at the time, I don't know what happened, but I'm just crying. I am sitting here crying, wailing my eyes out. Everybody's there just playing the instruments, and I'm sitting there just crying my eyes out, feeling dumb as fuck. And out of the motor, I'm like, holy shit, that was so bad. I was sitting there like just emotional, a whole train wreck. And after that, they had the talent show. And because of the talent show, I was able to have my best friends, Mason and Matthew. They decided to be best bros at the time and come up with me to sing "If I Was Your Man" by Brutal Moors. And when I tell you that we didn't, usually as little kids, you're supposed to practice. You're supposed to go home, bring your friends over, and you guys practice the song over and over again until y'all are ready to be in the talent show. I never did that with my friends. We were lazy. So the day of, when they said, "Are you guys ready to perform?" we said yes. And we just sat there, and we actually went through with it. And it was bad. It was really bad. It was probably bad. I'm not really sure. I just know I was putting all my emotions into it. So I wasn't 100% focused and caring about what other people thought. At the time, I was just singing my heart out. But you could hear the little scratching in the background of the mic and all that stuff. But we didn't care because I was like, bro, just singing my heart out to this girl. And everybody was there. Every class was there. So every time I finished that, and every time kids saw me, they would be like, "Fred, did you sing that for this girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And they're like, "Oh my gosh." And all the girls would go crazy like, this guy sung for you and all this shit. And I was just sad. It was crazy, but I do appreciate everything I went through at that little times because it did help me out when I got older. So I'm not gonna lie. Ever since that day, even now when I was in well, now I'm in, I've graduated, but when I was in high school and I was in middle school, she went to both of my high schools and middle school, and we never actually talked. We would walk by each other and it would just be awkward. It would be that awkward silence of like y'all would stare at each other, but y'all would keep walking like y'all didn't see each other. And I feel bad. I know it was my fault. I should have actually talked to her because I was like, it's elementary school. Ain't nobody, really know what feelings are and stuff like that. But I thought I did because, me, I was over here just like in love with this girl. I was chasing girls since I was in elementary school, third grade. I even got one from elementary school that I may bring up. You never know when, but yeah, love this girl. The goal of this story was to tell you guys a heartbreaking story. Trying not to go through your first heartbreak. If you do, try to get it early so you're not as heartbroken when other stuff comes along and knocks you down. You just get right back up and keep working at it. Because right after that, I went for another girl maybe like 3 weeks later because I was like, hey, we ain't stopping. I'll just keep asking somebody else out. I didn't get that girl either, but I tried my absolute best. Thank you guys for all the support y'all did last time. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next story time. Y'all have a good night.